Yes, I agree. But it would seem I was worried about nothing. Apparently, the new instructions are quite surprising.
I don't believe you. Here, watch this again. You missed something on it.
May I have your attention, please? I have some good news.
Nanny, this freak's resigned.
Wouldn't bet you buy up on it.
Thank you, ladies. The department has decided to allow you a few extra things for your dormitory.
What sort of things, Mrs. Davidson?
That will be for you to decide.
I don't believe this.
You mean we can just ask for something and get it?
Not quite. You are to give them a list to be considered.
There must be a catch somewhere.
Well, I'll settle for a large box of whiskey.
You know what's going at the top of my list, and he can bring his bike too if he likes.
Naturally, the list will have to be sensible, but anything within reason will be considered.
Like my box of whiskey?
I don't think so, Lizzie. I would advise you to keep your suggestions to soft furnishings and plants, that sort of thing.
You mean they're really going to cough up?
Yes, they want to improve the place. Now, I'd like the list as soon as possible.
Good.
You can go back to work now, ladies. Daniels, you are to go with Mrs. Morris. You're wanted in the interview room.
Hey! I've got a visitor. Who is it, Mrs. M?
You'll find out when you get there, won't you?
I hope I just have one bottle of whiskey.
Oh, Heather, would you tell Mrs. Davidson I saw those girls that are about to be released? Thanks. Helen, what the hell are you doing here?
Plainclothes copper decided I needed a holiday out of the sun.
Oh, what a bad break, love. I had some trouble at the house last night. Lindy was raped.
What?
Yeah, she's bruised and battered and very upset.
Poor little kid. Did they catch him?
She said it was Trevor Collins.
You're kidding me.
I wish I was. Well, there's your camp supervisor.
Oh, God. Look after Lindy for me. Oh, I wish there was something I could do.
Don't worry, honey. I'll keep in touch and don't lose too much of your tan, okay?
Well, that's bloody unreal, that is. I mean, Trevor wouldn't rape anyone.
Maxine, this is important.
Yeah, I know, and I feel real sorry for Lindy. But she's got no right to go accusing Trevor.
She identified her attacker.
Oh, balls, you was probably probably mistaken.
Hasn't he made advances to you at Driscoll House?
Well, you might call it that.
What exactly happened?
Well, you see, we was putting away the cleaning stuff and he was helping me. And there wasn't much room and we sort of got jammed up against one another.
Go on.
Well, he sort of... Want me to show you?
Just tell me.
Uh-huh. Yeah, well, he sort of touched me and then he kissed me.
So there was physical contact?
Oh, well, not much. He's real shy-like.
Can you think of any reason why Miss Delaney should accuse Trevor of raping her?
Well, I don't know. Oh, she did burst in and catch us kissing. She got the wrong idea. She thought he was attacking me, but he wouldn't do that. Nah, couldn't have been Trevor. I mean, he wouldn't even know what to do. He's only a kid. He wouldn't hurt no one.
I don't know why you had to get a warrant to search the place. What did you expect to find?
How about these, for starters?
Trevor,
Well, are they yours, son?
Yeah.
how could you?
Well, lots of guys have them. It doesn't mean anything. Well, it's not a crime, is it? Mum?
No, son. It isn't a crime, but what about this?
You got no right.
I've got every right. I'm investigating a very serious charge against you.
Well, what is it? What's in the...
No, I don't.
It's what you might call a love letter, Mrs. Collins, to Lindy Delaney. I think you'd better come down to the station with me, son. We might want to ask you a few more questions. I'm sorry.
Trust me to get shoved in here when something like this happens. I should be out there helping that kid.
Yeah, poor little bugger. Don't reckon he really did it, though, do you?
Oh, of course he bloody well didn't. That stupid mole was probably so out of it she didn't know what was going on.
It's Lindy that I'm worried about. The poor kid just got over one bad experience and now this happens.
Yeah, but she's got no right to go blaming Trevor, has she?
But you did say it was a bit strange, always sneaking up on people.
He was shy, that's all.
I just wish I could talk to Lindy and find out what really happened.
Hey, do any of yous want to put anything on this list for Davo?
Oh, yeah, put me down for 1 bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, might have a try with that bikie. Never know your luck.
I thought Davo said to keep to the basics. Someone's put down here 6 joints and a ticket out of here.
What does it matter what we ask for? They'll knock it all back anyway.
They sure as hell will if you turn this one in. I don't care. I'll be out of here. I'm glad I won't be around to see the results.
That's what you said last time. Your trouble is you can't keep away from here.
It's too true, Lizzie, but come on, all kidding aside. You're always at them because they don't give you anything, and then when they suggest it, you knock it. Well, that's kind of dumb, don't you think? You really might get something this time. Does everyone reckon we should give it a good try?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Come on, Phyllis, start again, love. And what we need are things like cushions for the rec room, that sort of thing.
Good on you, Helen. And you can front up to Davo when we've finished the list. You're the only one around here with any good ideas.
Sorry to keep you waiting. All right, you two. Stand on the white line, will you? Your name is Lainey Dobson, is that correct?
Yes.
You've been charged with shoplifting and assaulting an officer, is that correct?
Yes.
And your name is Ellen Farmer, is that correct? Answer me, please. You've been charged with shoplifting, is that correct? You'll have to speak up.
She's a bit shy, miss. It's her first time in the slammer.
All right. Right. Come on. You'll have to take a shower.
What? I gotta get undressed?
It's the usual way to take a shower.
No.
What on earth's the matter?
I don't want to.
Don't be silly. You've got to have a shower.
I already had one today.
It's not the point. It's part of the regulations here.
Oh, stuff the regulations.
Dobson, you're not making a very good beginning to your stay here. Now, either you disrobe now, or we are going to have to do it for you.
No, I don't want to. Please, leave me alone. Please, leave me alone.
I'm sorry we had to do that. Undressing in front of people is something you'll have to get used to. There's very little privacy in a place like this. Right, now, as soon as you're ready, you'll be fingerprinted, and then you'll sign for your valuables. After that, you'll be allocated a cell, and then you can join the other women.
G'day, Jude.
Hi, how'd you go?
Oh, real good. Looks like the coppers are doing the right thing for a change. Must have convinced them because they're charging him.
I see.
Well, aren't you pleased? You said yourself the bugger who shouldn't get off.
No, I believe that. I'm just a bit worried, that's all.
What do you mean?
Honey, I know how you feel about Trevor. Okay, he's been a pest hanging around looking through the windows.
Perving, you mean?
Whatever. I'm just wondering if maybe that didn't colour your
Oh,
judgment.
come on, we've been through all that.
Lindy, sometimes you get things wrong.
The cops couldn't have thought so.
Well, I do. I mean, look how wrong you got Maxine. I mean, last night you were so stoned you wouldn't have even recognised your own mother.
That's not true.
Come on, you couldn't hold a glass of water without shaking.
I wasn't that bad, just a bit boozed. And I sure as hell knew who was raping me.
Oh, Mrs. Morris, can I see the governor? I've got that list she asked us to make up for the department, you know, for the goods.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll take you in a minute. All reasonable requests, I trust?
Oh, yes, I've weeded out the holidays in the sun and the swimming pool.
Good. These are two new arrivals. This is Lainey Dobson and Ellen Farmer.
Hi, Helen Smart. Well, you two picked a good time to arrive. The place is going 4-star.
Right, now this is your cell. If you'd like to make your beds and settle yourselves in, then you can join the other women. Okay? Okay, Helen, we'll see if Mrs. Davidson's free.
Oh, good.
It's not so bad. At least we're together.
There we go, Mrs. Davidson. All signed, sealed, and delivered.
Thank you. Good. These are the sort of items the department had in mind.
You mean we'll really get the goods?
Of course, if they're approved.
Oh, come on, Mrs. Davidson. What's really going on? I mean, I cannot believe that we're going to get this for nothing.
It's unusual, I agree, but there's no ulterior motive.